Well, I described that performance as ruthless. Your side were great, weren't they?
Yeah, they were from start to finish, and like I say, I always try and be fair when I stand here, and I also want to be respectful to our opposition. But I think that from start to finish, not start to finish, I think, I've got to be honest, first 10 minutes I thought we didn't start well. We never started well at all. We was a wee bit slow coming at the blocks, gave away too many free kicks, and found ourselves defending a lot in our own 18-yard box, and that was probably the only disappointing thing of the day. But the atmosphere was fantastic, it was electric. We needed the goals, everybody knows that, there's no getting away from that. Clean sheet, and I don't know when the last time two Tranmere players get a hat-trick in the same game. That's fantastic. But no, we're delighted, but not too carried away. That's for sure. Not too carried away. We're pleased with an awful lot of things, but we'll quickly get back to business again. I'm not being a killjoy, but we have to, because we're in the middle of a fantastic race. So we will dust ourselves down and get the boys ready in the next few days and move on to Tuesday night now.
As you say, 2 hat-tricks, but sometimes it takes them to spark the performance. And what a crossing by James Noah for the very first goal of the game.
Yeah, an outstanding cross, and Cole's very capable. You all know Cole as well as I do. So to see that going in, we're obviously delighted. It was a good time.
Cole could have had 6 in the first half, couldn't he? Hit the crossbar, missed a penalty. We'll gloss over that. It's the 8th one you've missed, I know, this season.
No, we won't gloss over it. We're disappointed. We can't miss that amount. And I'm not even going to make fun with it, even on a time like this, because we're professionals. We've got to be taking them. We have to find a solution to that, and we will work hard to try and do that. I'll put everybody's mind at rest at that. We'll try and make sure that we sort that best way we can. But certainly the result, we're delighted, and the goal difference now looks a lot healthier.
You'd be happy with the energy levels, and you know, Cole now's got 2 hat-tricks this season, but Connor Jennings as well. I mean, he's fought back from this really serious injury. Yeah. He's been alive worse since he's come back in. The only thing missing has been goals from his game, surely.
Yeah, well, now it looks like a good decision sending him out on loan. The reasons why we did it, and now we're bearing fruit because of that. We knew that he needed to get some football. There was never a doubt about the boy's ability, but he needed to get out and get match time under his belt. He went and did that. He's came back and stuck him straight in, and he's been great. He's been a player that we knew that we had here.
Got the 2 subs on, Sousa and Collins as well. Hit the post, Collins, and got one at the end as well. So they were ready in for it as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem that I have. People say it's a nice problem. It is, but we've got such a strong squad. You've seen the wee glimpse of the lads today that have came on. I've also got other lads that are fit that never took part today. Mangy's had to miss out. He's got a bit of a knee injury that he picked up yesterday. So the squad's looking good. I just have to keep them all on side and keep speaking to them like I do. But they all understand that the most important thing in all of this is Tranmere. So nothing will get in the way of Tranmere doing its best to win games.
Andy Cook on the bench as well. You know, I mean, are you just managing Andy at the moment? Is that it, or is Cole just in on merit?
Well, it's difficult when he scored a hat-trick, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And he does. I mean, we have ways that we want to play, and there's measurements of that, and the players all know what we require of them. And if we're not hitting any numbers that we believe that they need to do in order for us to function as a team, then they'll find it difficult to stay in the team because there's that much quality. So Cookie knows that. He knows that Cole's hitting the numbers. It's great competition up front. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about anything other than Tranmere winning. It's not. I can't be sentimental or anything like that. The one who looks like scoring will play. It's as simple as that, and that's the way it'll always be.
Any disappointment at all when you come off having done that and you find that Lincoln have won again, or is it just keeping more pressure on them, and the positive is that, you know, changing the goal difference?
I think we have to just concentrate on ourselves. I really didn't know how the Lincoln game was going. I'll be honest with you, I never knew how any of the results were going. In these situations, you've got to take care of your own business and just keep trying to win games, and that's what we'll continue to try and do. We'll continue to keep trying to get clean sheets and keep representing the club properly, like we're trying to do, but not get too carried away and realise that there's still a lot of work to be done, but we're absolutely heading in the right direction.
And now 2 home games against sides in the top 5 and Forest Green on Tuesday night. Again, a different sort of challenge for you on Tuesday against Forest Green. They're battling for top 5.
A brilliant game. And I mean this when I say it, and I spoke to you last week. I'm delighted that we're involved in it. I'm over the moon. I'm really looking forward to it. I know what the atmosphere will be like. I'm very grateful that I'm involved in this as the manager of a club that I'm so fond of. Everybody knows that. And on Tuesday night, to be here again underneath the lights in such a big, massive game, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So already looking forward to it. Get the team prepared and we'll go and get our best shot again.
And just when you don't think the fans can get any louder, they do.
Yeah, well, we know what they're about. We're accumulating drummers as we go along. It's terrific. Anybody else has got a drum, bring it. Because it's changed. It's changed everything. I met one of the drummers the other day, came into the training ground to see me. I think he was doing a bit of work at the training ground. And I said to him, please don't underestimate what you've done here. One of the biggest changes that's happened in recent years is what you guys are doing in the atmosphere that you've created. And it is massive, absolutely massive that they stick with us and keep the atmosphere like that. Come along prepared to do your job as a fan, make the noise that you're prepared to do, and then leave it up to us to try and do our part of it as well. And together, as a football club, we'll hopefully keep putting on days that everybody will be proud of.
One of the most difficult things for managers when things aren't going well is to lift the players. When they're going as well as they are, how difficult it is just to keep their feet on the ground?
Not difficult at all, because this is football. And if you don't do it right, you have a large kick in the proverbials. It's all about keeping focus now. They know that we'll put the mentality into them now that they know what's required at all times of them. And none of them hit the numbers that we want them to hit. There'll be one winner, and that'll be Tranmere, because they won't play. And that's the way it's got to be. So we'll continue to do that, continue to keep the standards really high. The motivation levels obviously have to be there. We'll just carry on.
Well done today.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks very much, Micky.
Micky, is that the best performance since you came back to the club?
Well, it'll be difficult to argue with that, won't it? And I don't really think I'm measuring performances. We needed that win. We needed to get the goal difference up. That's for sure. And to close the goal difference at this stage of the season to what we are is great, because it was a bit of a fear of mine that we knew that we were some way behind. But now we're back in the game with that. We know that if we do things right, we can close the gap on that and just continue to try and keep winning games and let's see where it takes us.
You've been involved in football in a long time, Micky, and have you been involved in 9-0 before?
Off the top of my head, I think maybe at Fleetwood, I think we did. But certainly it's a fantastic day for the club, but that's all it is for us as a coaching staff, and I'm not being a killjoy there. I'm very respectful of our opposition. I think that we did a really professional job, showed a lot of respect to them, and we knew what we had to do, and we had to just keep carrying on and trying to keep getting the goals, and full credit to the boys for doing that, and then as a group and as a team to keep the clean sheet at the other end is terrific.
We've stood here many times and spoken about Tranmere not being ruthless enough in front of goal. They've shown today the real quality that they have got in the squad. Yeah,
all over. And the reasons why we tried to keep them all very competitive with each other in a healthy way, especially the front men, because we need them to score us goals. We're going to be successful. It will come from them getting us goals, keep them all fresh and keep them all involved, and they know what they've got to do to be playing in the next game. And they're all fair. They're fair with me with that as well. They don't come knocking on my door and saying that they never knew the way that it had to be, because the only thing in all this that has to be successful ultimately as a football club, and we all know that we're all part of trying to make that happen.
And a big word today, Micky. We've had a lot of wins the past few weeks and the results are going our way, but it's that web momentum that really came at the right time of the season.
Yeah, to be fair, over the course of the season, certainly since I've been here, we'll continue to knock out results. Of course, as it's 6 in the trot now that we've won has been massively important. I mean, you look at that, we've won 6 in the trot and we're still neck and neck, so you see how tight it is and how important that the results have been. But nothing's been achieved yet, nobody's over the line yet. Another massive game on Tuesday, and we'll get the boys prepared and we'll go again.
A lot of people again before kick-off today think, why has he left out Andy Cook? But Cole Stockton came in. Each game he plays, he's looking like a more and more complete striker every game he plays.
The competition for positions all over the pitch has to be strong. You have to know that if you don't perform, that you could be in danger of not playing the next game, and it's healthy for the group. I've got a group of players there that I've got to keep on side. They've all been brought here to play first team football. I've said that many times, and I hope everybody's listened to me there. I've got to be fair with the ones who are in, and if they're doing what we ask them to do, i.e. score goals or hold the ball up or contest things in the way that we want them to be done in that end of the pitch, then why would I not keep playing that? So you see Kimoni's got the bit between his teeth and he scored a goal, so delighted for him. I'm really pleased for him. I'm disappointed that they're all disappointed I'm not playing. No, I couldn't care less. I want them all to keep fighting them and keep driving each other on.
We could sit here and talk about all the goals scored. One player who didn't score today, but I felt he was fantastic, was James Norwood.
Norwood and Harris ran their socks off. It was an incredible performance from Harris. Unbelievable performance. Kept us together for long times. If you went back over that game, the amount of times that he's intercepted or broken up plays is bordering on the ridiculous. Norwood ran his socks off, looked a constant threat, worked their back four all the time, both with and without the ball, and can be really satisfied with his performance. He was disappointed he didn't score, but he did absolutely everything else we want him to do. So pleased for him, yeah, delighted for him.
We had our first look at Susan and Colin today, both looking a real handful.
Yeah, they are, and it's difficult because I'd have had them on the bench and let you seen them all earlier, but it's been difficult. We only have 5 subs. We've been going with 2 strikers in case we had to get after teams at the top end of the pitch. We got the opportunity today to get Sousa on the bench, and we were keen to make sure we tried to get him on as soon as we could to let him have a look at this and us to have a look at him. But yeah, you've seen in Collins as well, you've seen they're both lively and they're comfortable in this situation.
So after the 9-0 win, loads of players scoring goals. Coming Tuesday, what do you do? Just stick with the same team? We
just roll again. We roll again. We'll dust ourselves down and have a look at it like we always do professionally, and just get them ready again. We'll just try to keep them as fresh as possible. We're not going to get them any fitter now. It's just about making sure that we don't tire them out, because the amount of games that we've had is bordering on madness really, and for them to continue to keep knocking out performances like that, they deserve a hell of a lot of credit, and so do the fitness staff, because they've kept them right. We've got the measurements and the technology that we need to have a look at where we're always at, and everybody's seen the fruits of that now, but not carried away. We go again Tuesday. I
know we always mention the fans, Micky, but the cop was up, the Johnny King was the main stand. It was like the good old days, wasn't it?
Oh, it was terrific, yeah. It was great. It was a special day, one that we'll remember for a long time. But I keep saying, and this is where my mentality is, and always has been, I'll quickly get over it, be ready to go again tomorrow. I'll enjoy this evening, there's no doubt about that, because you have to allow yourself to do that. But by tomorrow I'll be already ready to go again. Feet on the ground, ready to work hard again and keep fighting Tuesday night, and a fantastic game Tuesday night.
Encouraging cameos and a goal from Collins for
encouraging.
Susan.
Encouraging.
Very encouraging. But, you know, yet again, outstanding performances from Lee Vaughan and Liam Rydell out wide. You must be delighted with the way players are responding to competition for places.
Well, there's that, and they're proud to play for the club, and they're proud to represent each other. They think a lot of each other. They don't want to let each other down, so they work so hard for each other. So along the way we try and create that kind of atmosphere among them, that when you get to this situation, you get what you got today. So you get what you got in the dressing room when every footballer at the football club's waiting for the boys to come in to congratulate them on a fine performance. So you have to work hard on that behind the scenes to try and create that, and the lads then have to work hard with each other to make sure that we know what the absolute reason is why we're doing this, and that's to try and make Tranmere successful, and we are firmly focused on doing that. And it's not about any individual. I mean, we could name every one of them and say it was a masterclass today, and we just have to continue to have that mentality and keep going.
Solihull's manager obviously a bit upset after the game. He kind of suggested that Tranmere didn't get out of second gear despite scoring 9 goals. If we take that as a backhanded compliment, does that suggest to you, do you think that Tranmere have still got a lot more to give beyond a 9-0 victory?
It's difficult for me to say, because whatever I say now will look like I'm answering that. I've got a hell of a lot of respect for everybody in football. I know how difficult it is. Today, an awful lot of stuff went for us, and we looked a very good side. And it's always a difficult place to come to Tranmere when we perform like that. And I have every bit of respect that, because I'm the manager of Tranmere, we're a fantastic club. That's how we roll. We make sure we respect every opposition. And today, an awful lot of stuff went for us, and there was an awful lot of top performances. And unfortunately for Solihull, they were on the end of that today. But I'm sure they'll dust themselves down and quickly get going. It's been a tough first season for them, and they will roll again.
And finally, I spoke to the chairman before the match today. Just spoke about just over 5,000 in today. I've got a few games coming up over Easter, and he spoke about his real desire for more people to get, from the Wirral to get into Prenton Park, supporting the team, particularly parents bringing their children to matches when perhaps they're just sat at home watching football on the television. And he was really keen for people to get in here and support Tranmere in this push for promotion. Have you got any message to sort of back that up?
Yeah, come and show us what you want. Come and turn up and show us as a football club that this is what you want as a team fighting for success. Come and show with your attendance, and then by coming along and roaring us on, and it'll be a massive boost to everybody at the football club. So yeah, but listen, the 5,000 plus that are coming, fantastic. We couldn't ask for any more than what they give us, but if we can get any extra in for a whole host of reasons, then yeah, let's do it. Let's pull together as an area and roll this thing hopefully over the line.
Brilliant, thanks Micky.